MLP fans. What an exciting match that was on Court 3 against the Utah Black Diamonds and the Miami Pickleball Club. Went into a dream breaker, but now it's time for the Orlando Squeeze to take on the DC Pickleball team. I'm Nicole Beckelman, and I am excited for this great challenger match. First, we have men's doubles. On Orlando Squeeze, we have Callan Dawson and Todd Fott versus on the DC Pickleball side, Sam Query and Stefan Avern. This looks to be an exciting match. Now, one thing about Callan Dawson is his parents run the Bobby Riggs Pickleball facility in Encinitas, which is not too far from here. Between him and his parents, Jennifer and Steve, the three of them have earned 40 major titles. Quite the competitive family. Sounds like a fun game night. And on the opposing side of the court, there's Stefan Avern, who, you know, a lot of these players have tennis background. He is actually a national Call of Duty champion. And the match has started. Avern goes far, and the Orlando Squeeze takes the first point of this match. The serve goes back to DC Pickleball team, and Avern will serve to Dawson. Avern just clips the tape and doesn't get that ball over. The serve goes to Todd Fott, who will be serving to, and that serve is long. Serve goes back to DC Pickleball.
2-2.
Callan Dawson threads the needle, giving the serve back to the Orlando Squeeze. Great defense by Dawson, who gets the point. Avangar looking a bit frustrated with himself after that play, trying to shake off the few early mistakes. What a hands battle, but Orlando comes out on top. Gets the point, and Fott will serve to Avern. Oh, what a point. As you saw there, Dawson did a lob. Now, one thing you guys might want to watch out for is Dawson's lobs. He is known to be very good at that, as he once lobbed like 5 times against Duckle Bar in a game. Firefights, and Orlando comes out with that point. DC Pickleball takes their first timeout of the match. So as we know, a lot of these pickleball players have a strong tennis background. However, Callan Dawson played collegiate baseball at San Francisco. But his partner, Todd Fott, played college tennis at Weber State University. And on the other side of the court, like I mentioned before the game, Auvergne is a French National Call of Duty champion, and Sam Query, we'll come back to that after this point. Orlando is starting to find their rhythm as they got the point. Dawson takes the serve back to Query. Auvergne tries to get the speed up there, but just can't get that ball over the net. Orlando leads 11-4, and the teams switch sides. Dawson hits that one into the net. Query takes back the serve to Dawson. Great placement by Dawson. The serve goes back to the Orlando Squeeze as they lead 13-5. Auvergne goes long. The serve stays on Orlando's side. Dawson just can't get to that one. The serve goes back to the DC Pickleball team. Auvergne taking the serve back to Fott. Auvergne just hits that one wide. The serve staying on Orlando Squeeze side. Orlando now leads 19-6. Todd will take back the serve to Auvergne. Game point. And Orlando gets it done. The Orlando Squeeze lead 1-0. Up next, we have women's doubles. Stay tuned. For the DC Pickleball team, we have Shelby Bates and Judith Castillo-Gargao. And on the other side, for the Orlando Squeeze, we have Bobby Oshiro and Rachel Retger. Bobby was raised in Honolulu, Hawaii, but now lives in Florida. She played collegiate tennis at Boise State University and majored in health science studies. She now resides in South Florida and began playing pickleball in 2020. Her partner, Rachel Retger, also played 4 years of collegiate tennis at Elmhurst University, which is in Illinois. She was a pre-med major in college, and she also now works for Yola as on the sales and marketing side. As on the other side, we have Shelby Bates, who played D1 tennis at Coastal Carolina University, and now lives in Jupiter, Florida. And her partner, Judith Castillo-Gargao, goes by Sparky, and she attended Northwestern State University of Louisiana, where she also played collegiate tennis and graduated with a Bachelor of Science in Health and Exercise Science. Now, one of the more interesting things about Major League Pickleball is the owners of these teams. You might recognize a few of the names of the owners of the DC Pickleball team. Odell Beckham Jr., who is a wide receiver in the NFL. He's also a Super Bowl champion. Eva Longoria, who's an actress. Justin Verlander, who is a pitcher on the New York Mets and is also married to Kay Upton. Sean Marion, he's a retired NBA player, and Rip Hamilton, who's also a retired NBA player. And the owners for the Orlando Squeeze is the DeVois family. Dick DeVois actually started Amway, if you have heard of that business. Did the feed go up? All right, women's doubles. Here we go. Castillo will take back the serve to Bates. Sorry, my apologies, to Rutger. Bates threads the needle, finds that shot in the middle, making this a tie game as the serve goes back to the squeeze. Or, sorry, to DC Pickleball. Rutger finding the middle. Orlando leads 2-1. Great defense by the squeeze, but DC ends up taking that point. Rutger calls that one out as Bates tries to lob. Bates just clipping the tape, can't get that one over. Serve goes back to Orlando as they lead 4-2. Great placement by Rutger. Orlando now leads 5-3 as Oshiro takes back the serve to Bates. Castillo hits that one just outside the line. Serve goes back to Orlando. They lead 7-4. Lob goes just outside the line. DC Pickleball trails behind Orlando 5-7 as Bates takes back the serve to Oshiro. Bates tries to speed it up there, but just hits that one into the net. Orlando still leads 9-6. That ball just barely stays in the line. DC gets the point, and they're only trailing by 2. Great rally between the two. DC takes that point, and now Bates will take back the serve to Oshiro. Bates just clips the tape on that one and can't get that over. Orlando leads 11-9. The teams will now switch sides. Orlando calls that ball out. Rutger will now take back the serve to Castillo. What a rally. Great defense by Orlando, but DC just takes that point. However, they are still trailing behind 12-10. Shelby Bates has such a good arm on her. When someone lobs that ball up to her, she does nothing but smash that ball down. Shelby finds the middle. DC now only trails by 2. Bates serving to Oshiro. Game is now tied, 13-13. Rutger is a bit frustrated. Bates takes back the serve to Oshiro. Shelby Bates will redo the serve as it just clipped the net. Sorry, Rachel Rutger. Orlando now leads 15-13. Oshiro serving. We have quite the crowd here on court 3. Some of the fans engaging with players. Great angle found by Rachel Rutger. Orlando now leads 16-14. Rachel Rutger will now take back the serve to Castillo. Rutger goes long. Bates has a good read on that ball, knowing it's going to go out. DC trails behind by 2 points. Oh, sorry, 1 point. Great placement by Bates, just keeping that ball inside. It's now a tie game. DC lost all of the games in the previous Daytona tournament, so they are definitely looking to get their first win here in San Clemente. We have a timeout by Orlando. Now each team is allowed 1 timeout per match for 1 minute. What a rally. Castillo very frustrated, but Orlando gets the point. It's now a tie game. Smart read by Bates. Oshiro steps over to get that ball, and Bates knew just where to hit it. DC now leads 19-18. Bates takes back the serve to Oshiro. by DC, but Orlando takes that point. It's now a tie game here on court 3. Rachel Rutger giving a little pep talk to Bobby Oshiro before she serves to Bates. What a point! Great lob. Oshiro just doesn't get that one over the net. DC leads 20-19.
Right here, let's go.
20-19.
This can be game point for DC. The serve goes back to the squeeze. What a tight match. What a big point for the squeeze. Now a tie game. Now remember, they have to win by 2. And due to the freeze, now they can only score when they serve. So the score will stay 20-20 as Castillo serves to Rutger. The serve now goes back to the squeeze. Ooh, great hustle by Oshiro, but she just can't get there. Serve now goes back to DC Pickleball. What a close match this is. Orlando gets the point. Bates takes back the serve to Oshiro. Game point. Let's see if DC can put this away. Rutger just doesn't get that one over the net, and DC takes match number 2. It is now tied here on court 3, 1-1. Stay tuned because we have mixed doubles coming up next. first mixed doubles match is underway. For the squeeze, we have Callan Dawson and Bobby Oshiro. And on the other side of the court, for the DC Pickleball team, we have Shelby Bates and Stefan Avern.
Game 3, time and 0-0.
Great shot by Oshiro. Just keeps that ball in. What a point. Those are my favorite type of points, the ones that have a little bit of everything. Great dinking, lobbing, firefights, but Orlando took that one away. Oshiro serves to Avern. Oh, what an angle by Avern. Orlando leads 2-1. Bates takes back the serve to Dawson. Another great angle found by Avern. Pretty nice day right here. We did start 3 hours late due to a rain delay, but no rain now. Ball just goes out. Dawson just clips the net, can't get that one over. Orlando still leads 4-3. Bates serving to Dawson.
3-4.
Great speed up by Dawson, causes Avern to hit that one into the net. Orlando takes the point and leads 5-3.
5-3.
It's not windy out here at all. Besides the sun not being out, it's actually great pickleball weather. Dawson just goes long. Bates taking back the serve to Dawson. What a point. Great dinking. Dawson with the Ernie. Oshiro gets the point. Dawson with the Ernie. It's now a tie game, 6-6.
6-6.
Oshiro finds it down the middle. Orlando leads 7-6. For those of you new to pickleball and don't know what an Ernie is, it's where a player hits a volley out of the air and jumps outside of the kitchen line.
Side out. Point 7.
Now you might notice Callan Dawson has a unique grip. It's a bit unconventional. He likes to hug the paddle a little tighter. He says it gives him more control out on the court. What a point for the squeeze. Callan Dawson just everywhere on the court, and Oshiro finishes that point off with an ATP. Orlando leads 9-7.
9-7. Side out. Point 8. 8-9.
Come on.
9-9.
And DC takes the lead, 10-9. As Avern takes back the serve to Oshiro.
10-9.
Great placement by Dawson. Orlando leading 11-10, and now the teams will switch sides. As mentioned before, Callan Dawson's parents run the Bobby Riggs Pickleball facility, not too far from here in Encinitas, California. Between him and his parents, they have 40 major titles. Dawson didn't actually play tennis in college, he played baseball at San Francisco State. Just goes to show that he is a very versatile athlete. Dawson takes back the serve to Bates. Dawson steps in front of Oshiro, trying to take control, however hits it just into the net, making this a tie game, 11-11. Great shot by Oshiro.
13-11.
Orlando takes the lead, 13-11.
Side out. Point 12. 12-13. Side out. Point. Court 2.
Vern attempts the backhand and just can't get that one over the net. Oshiro now serves to Vern.
14-12.
Oshiro with the speed up. Gets her the point.
15-12.
Bates with the speed up. Hits it to Dawson, who returns well and results with a 16-12 lead for Orlando. Great defense by DC. And Vern squeaks that ball inside the line. It's now 16-15. Orlando still leads. Bates serves to Dawson. DC trails by only one. Shelby just can't get that one over the net. Definitely frustrated. Orlando leads 19-16.
Timeout DC 19-16. 1 minute.
DC takes their timeout for the match. Each team is allotted one timeout per match. Each timeout lasts 1 minute. So one difference in MLP versus PPA or APP is that we have rally scoring with the addition of a freeze. So until a team reaches 20, at which the team reaching 20 is subject to a freeze on rally scoring and must score all future points while serving. If the trailing team reaches 18, that team will too be subject to the freeze on rally scoring and must score all future points while serving.
Timeout 19-16.
what a hands battle. DC gets the point, only trailing by 2. Bates serves to Dawson.
17-19.
Oshiro taking back the serve, game point. And Orlando wins this one. Orlando now up 2-1. High fives all around. Stay tuned because we have one more match left. Another mixed doubles match. You don't want to miss it. Alrighty, we have our second mixed doubles match underway. Castillo serves to Rutger. Query pops that one up, giving Orlando the first point of the match. can't get to that one by Fott, giving Orlando the 2-0 lead to start this game. As Rucker hits that one into the net, she yells, "Ah, no!" Starts smiling, laughs it off. Castillo takes back the serve to Rutger. Fott puts that one away, finds the middle of the court with a lot of power. Orlando now leads 4-2. Rutger takes back the serve to Castillo. Putting that one away. Fott just not able to return. Now if DC ends up winning this game, we will go into another dream breaker. Rucker finding the middle, threading the needle between Query and Castillo. Serve goes back to Orlando's side. Rucker will take back the serve to Castillo. Tie game between DC and Orlando. Giving DC the lead. Query will now take back the serve as DC leads 7-6. Great defense by DC, but Todd Fott gets it done. Great read by Castillo. She knew that one was going out. We're just not able to back up enough on that one to get that ball over the net. Now a tie game as Rutger takes back the serve. Todd Fott attempts the ATP there, just doesn't have the right angle, can't get it around the pole. results in DC getting the point. They lead 10-8. DC leads 11-8. The teams will now switch sides. Again, if DC ends up winning this game, we will go into a dream breaker, as the score would be 2-2. The last game on this court also resulted in a dream breaker.
How are you in your correct position? You're in your correct position.
Should I say that?
DC, are you in your correct position?
You probably should.
Time
So we
in.
get viewers.
11-8.
Fought, just finding the middle there, getting the point.
9-11.
Good read by Castillo as that ball just lands out of bounds.
12-9.
Great defense by DC. They just couldn't get that last one over the net. However, they still lead 13-9.
13-9.
Little team talk before Rector serves to Castillo.
13.
Query just clipping the tape.
11-13.
Query with the Ernie! Making this a 14-11 game. Serve goes back to DC.
14-11. Timeout. Point 12. 12-14.
Castillo hits that one into the net. Seems very frustrated.
13-14.
Close game, 14-13. And Query body bags Rutger. DC still has the lead, 15-13.
15-13.
Good read by Castillo as that ball just lands out of bounds.
16-13.
Rod fought with the speed up. And results in a point for DC. We will have another timeout in this match as both teams try to regroup. Each timeout lasts 1 minute.
Orlando, are you in your correct position? DC, are you in your correct position? Time in, 17:13.
That got the crowd going as Rutgers just barely hits it out of bounds. DC leads 18-13.
18:13. I'll recall the score. 18:13.
Here we go, DC. Y'all good?
14:18.
Right there, okay.
DC leads by 5, 19-14, as Query serves to Fott. Query takes control of that point, allowing them to now have a 6-point lead, 20-14. Castillo serves to Retger, game point. What a battle. Just ends with DC going long and the serve going back to Orlando.
15:20.
Now remember, due to the freeze, DC can only score when they have the serve. Oh. Sorry, not sorry. Ball just barely falls over the net. The serve goes back to DC.
20:15.
Game point. And Orlando stays in it. Now Orlando is only trailing behind by 4.
20.
Query attempts the Ernie, but hits it into the net. Orlando making a comeback. Fought. What a point. Now a 2-point game.
18-20.
DC gets the serve back. Let's see if they can get it done.
20-18.
And DC wins this one. It's now all tied up here on court 3. We are going to another Dream Breaker. this dream breaker is underway. Avern against Todd Fott. DC leads 2-0.
To replace it with? Because if not, I'm not going to give it to you. I'm not going to go down that path. Well, no, that's fine. It's just these drives, I can't give it to you because then my content table is next match. So I can run up there.
Todd Fott gets the point. Orlando still falling behind DC 1-3.
I just don't want to get, because this is what happened when we lost the match from Daytona. Is I gave a drive and I didn't get one back, and then roll fell apart. So I don't want to get. I'd rather
Query just keeps that ball in.
just wait the extra amount of time.
DC takes the lead 5-1.
Matches for the day or something. Because I just can't risk not having content. If that's okay, I know. I don't have an extra drive, so you bought 4 drives.
Great angle by Dawson. Knew exactly where to place that ball as he saw Query on the right side of the court.
Give you the matches, and I can plug the drive in so that I know that when this next match starts, I'm ready to go. Does that make sense? Yeah, and or 2 if he wants both, all 6 matches so far. We're finishing our 6th right now between these 2 courts.
Oh, what a rally. Great get by Dawson, but just can't get that last one over the net.
It's just, I mean, it's pretty simple. We're recording all the matches to these drives. If I take the drive out and give it to you, I don't have any to record. That's what it is. That would be
Great shot by Castillo. Had Oshiro running back and forth, side to side. DC is up 7-2. Castillo puts that one away, keeping the serve on her side of the court. Bobby Oshiro getting the point. Orlando trails behind 3-8. Up next in the rotation is Rachel Retger versus Shelby Bates. Retger going deep on that first shot.
10-3. Spread out. 4-4. 4-10.
sorry, my mouth is dead.
Bates just clips the net. Orlando now only trails by 5.
5-10.
Orlando now only trails by 4. DC up 10-6. Todd Fott will take the serve to Avern.
6-10.
DC leads 11-7. The teams will now switch sides. Laverne just not getting that one over the net.
8-11.
Fott will take back the serve. DC still leads 11-9. Up next is Sam Query versus Callan Dawson.
9-11.
Great placement by Query.
12-9.
The crowd loved that one. Got a few standing ovations for Sam Query. DC leads 13-9.
9.
Query getting it done. DC now leads 14-9. Sam Query getting all 4 points for DC as they now lead 15-9. Castillo takes back the serve to Bobby Oshiro. Beautiful placement by Castillo. I don't think anyone could have gotten to that ball. DC leads 16-9. That one just squeaks in, paints the lines. Orlando takes the timeout as they trail by 8.
That's court 4. And then we're just about done here. Thank you. Okay, and then where's Joe? Because I'm gonna have to run upstairs and get another drive.
Ready. Time in. 17-9.
We'll just need another drive for this court in time for the next match.
Serve going back to Orlando. Bobby Oshiro serves to Castillo. Let's see if she can get a point. Orlando now only trails by 6. Next matchup is Rachel Rutger versus Shelby Bates. Rutger just finding the edge of the court there. Bates couldn't quite get that one over the tape. Orlando making the comeback, now only trailing by 4.
13-17.
DC getting the serve back. They now lead 18-13. Great get by Bates, and Record just hits it long. Auvergne versus Todd Fott. Let's see if Auvergne can finish this one out for DC. DC now leads 20-13, game point. And DC wins this one in a dream breaker. High fives all around. The DC Pickleball team, smiles all around as well. What an exciting match here on court 3. Don't go anywhere because we have more games coming. I'm Nicole Beckelman. Thank you.